Today we're going to be talking about the Pythagorean theorem. And Pythagorean theorem is simply this. If you have a right triangle, if I square these two leg sides, remember this is the hypotenuse, this is a leg, this is a leg. If you square the two leg sides or create squares from the two leg sides, the area, so the area of this square, if I add the area of this square with the area of this square, turns out it is equal to the area of this square that comes from the hypotenuse. And so that's where the Pythagorean theorem came from. So for example, if you have a triangle with sides 3 and 4, right? And 3, 4, and 5. Let's see if this is true. So 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. Well, let's check and make sure this is actually true. So this is 9 plus 16 equal to 25. And 9 plus 16, of course, is 25. So this checks out. This is one of the ways you can tell whether something is or is not a right triangle, as a matter of fact, because if it is a right triangle, it will follow this pattern. If it's not a right triangle, it won't. All right. So let's take a look and see how we can use this. So the first thing is we can determine whether problems are right triangles or not. So if I was given, let's say I was given a right triangle with these sides 6, 8, 10, and then another triangle with the sides 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I want to figure out whether or not these two triangles are actually right triangles or not. Because right now I'm assuming that they are, but let's see if they actually are. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to say, okay, all right. Let's see, 6 squared plus 8 squared equal to 10 squared. And we want to check basically to see if this is indeed true. All right. So we're checking to see if this is true. This is going to be 36 plus 64 equal to 100. Right. And so 36 plus 64, let's see, is that 100? Yes, it is. So this checks out. It is a right triangle. Now let's check and see if this one actually is a right triangle. So the two shorter sides are always going to be the legs, right? The hypotenuse is always the longest side. So in this case, we have to set up, we have to say 4 squared plus 5 squared equals 6 squared. So we have 4 squared, that's 16, 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36. You add these two together, you end up with 41, 36. Is that true? No. So guess what? This can't be a right angle because it's not a right triangle. It doesn't follow the rule. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And yes, that is the rule. So the rule is if, or rather we can say it like this. Pythagorean theorem you could state is a triangle is right if and only if, right? That's what we use, if and only if, the I with 2 FFs. If and only if for legs A, B, and hypotenuse C, A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. And this part right here is the main thing that we use.